Good morning, good morning, everyone. Happy full moon in Leo. I have, my normal great feeling about this one. And when I was, sitting down to meditate to clear my space and my consciousness, and if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Sarah. I'm a channeler and an astrologer. So today I'm offering my all signs reading for this full moon that we have in Leo. And as a channeler, sometimes I have a bunch of different tabs or screens open in my normal consciousness. And, I have like one that usually sits over to my right side, two that sit over to my left, but there's usually not one that's in like the bottom right screen. And as I was getting ready today, that screen just opened. This is like in my clear consciousness. It's kind of like tabs open, but and it was the shadow selves, the energy of the shadow self. And this is Madame Esma. I wanted to bring her over just to say hello. She's an Octurian, and to like look at her little mustache. And Sybil's also Octurian, and Sybil, my cat, has a little mustache. So I just thought that was really powerful. I was like recording when I discovered that was there, and I just love the synchronicities of life. And so the energy of the shadow selves really were reminding us, and just by them popping in, that they're a part of you. They're there for a reason. And we can't run from every aspect of ourselves. We can't run from our inner child, our childlike spirit. We can't run from play. We can't run from fun. It's an equal part of the pizza, General astrological wheel starts in Aries, goes all the way around over to Pisces. Oh, sorry, I broke a new wand. I really like it. And so the fifth house of play, creativity, joy, romance is one slice of the pizza. We can't forget that we have that side of ourselves. We can't forget that if this isn't here, we can't do the rest. So my intention for today is to offer my all signs reading. I'm going to give my disclaimer now and then introduce the board and the planets, and then we'll get started. Please always watch for your rising sign first and then your sun and the moon to get the vibration. My disclaimer is that this is not a personalized reading. This is an offering across time and space over YouTube at my multidimensional cafe. Please don't take a single thing that I say as doctrine. If it resonates with you, it's for you. If it's not for you. One important aspect of my practice is that we integrate our personal growth and development, leadership growth and development, growth mindset into our spirituality. Sometimes it hits hard. I'm a corporate survivor. Sometimes these messages are not gentle. They are efficient. It's about 5-6 minutes for each sign. So know that I'm not coming at you, but sometimes it's a little bit more intense. And so the fact that the shadow selves came through at the beginning, we're releasing on full moons. We're not manifesting. Not until the end of the month are we really, and it's like all systems go when we have every planet going direct for a week at the end of February. My video, February 2025, pay attention, could be helpful if you want to really set some goals. But right now, we're releasing, we're celebrating, we're closing a cycle. We all become the werewolf around the full moon. So understanding that we're run by this energy, understanding that this is affecting us, is advantageous for our trajectory. I'm here to align you to your highest timeline, but no one can do the work for you. And sometimes when it comes to joy and creativity, we can slough it off and say, no. So maybe because the shadow selves are here, we can accept and release and look at a side of ourselves that maybe we don't want to look at. Maybe we don't want to love or to accept as a part of ourselves. Or maybe this is even, a version of you in the past that did things that you didn't really like. How can you love that version of yourself? How can you love that side of yourself and say, hey, I love you. I don't really care what you did. You did the best that you could with the tools you had. You did what you needed to do. You were brave. Leo's the lion. This is courage. So, disclaimer. All right, let's introduce the planets and then we'll get started. This is the sun on the board. Sorry, Sybil's trying to get up on the table. I'm going to try my best to keep her down away from the fire. Moon. Mercury. Venus. Mars. Jupiter. It's one of my favorites. Saturn. Reminds me of the tower in the tarot. Uranus. Neptune. Big player this year. Pluto. Pluto is one of the original characters on the board. He's based off of the Christmas critters from South Park. So he's an OJ. Chiron. Still at 19 degrees. Black Moon Lilith. I follow the mean Lilith and nodes. So if you follow the true, then the placements of those two are going to be off. And the north node and the south node, I place down like this. So you can see what the north node is coming into and what the south node is releasing. Let's get started. Aries rising, Aries sun, Aries moon. How are you doing? Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. It's like, that's not right. There we go. There we go. That's not right. Mars. Still retrograde. Jupiter's direct. I'm going to put everything down first. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Okay. There is a level of loneliness going on right now in a way that, like, I'm just hearing like you're about to soar. You're about to soar. Like, especially my Aries rising. I mean, this intensity, like Neptune going into your sign, Saturn going into your sign, like all of this happening here at the beginning of your chart, like at the very, 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 very beginning. This is so beautiful. Yeah, this is so beautiful. I'm looking at, there could be incredible money coming in. This is very fascinating. It's like you're trusting in a way that you've never trusted before, and you're in the depths of something that you've never been in before, and you know that at the end of it there's this pot of gold. It's, oh my god, I'm seeing you as like, this is only going to resonate with some people, but as like Nicolas Cage's family in what was it, National Treasure, at the very end when you're like, I knew there was a treasure the whole time. I knew, and nobody believed me, and nobody, like, you're doing things in a way, whether you're an entrepreneur, a creative, a small business owner. Some of you are actually in a corporate setting. I'm seeing some of you in a building, like in, whether it's crypto, whether it's you're going back into, this is very fascinating. Some of you are going into a job that is just like offered for you, whether it's be consultation, something's going on that you're going to be working with, like a contract with a team. Maybe you've hired team. Something's happening with team that's really powerful. I think Mars retrograde in your house of home. You're like, I can't do this alone. I need someone to talk to. Like, I just, This is so much. This is so much. With the full moon and your chart ruler retrograde over here, root to the tree of your life, relationships at like this bottom quadrant over here, south node's over here, Lilith's over here. You're setting a foundation that the people that you allow into your life, it's like you have a very strict boundary right now, a very, very strict boundary, strict policy. If you have any Sagittarius or heavy Scorpio placements, this will also be for you, where you're just like, I don't need you. I got me. Venus being in your sign, I kind of want you eating a cupcake. Honestly, I would love for you to take yourself out to dinner or do something nice for yourself this full moon. I kind of want you to be in Do Not Disturb. I kind of want you to be like listening to God, going out in the woods, going to a movie. I want you like in fuzzy slippers. I really do. I want you to have some fun and just know that, this is a nice trine to your sign, Aries, like a releasing in a fire sign. It's like, who are you? I'm just listening to the guides. It's a really interesting thing that we live in a world where, I could turn on my telephone and talk to people all over the planet. I can message with subscribers. I can, answer, read comments. I can do that for infinity. But when I turn that off and I put the phone down and I look around my room and it's Sybil and I, like it's both realities are real. Pluto in Aquarius, the Sun in Aquarius, Mercury in your Aquarius of your house of community, friendships, and wishes for the future. But when you turn off all the things, Aries, and you wash the world off your face, and you're looking back at yourself in the mirror, you're the only one that you have to be okay with. You're really understanding the power that you hold and that you have. You're understanding what your personal integrity is. Full body chill on that one. You're like, I'm not manipulatable anymore. And it's very much like Jim Carrey, like, I can't lie. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Yeah, in this new world, it's all telepathic communications. Literally, yeah. If you're trying to deceive the caught system, if you're trying to deceive another person, you literally will get like caught out. One way or another, you'll get caught out. One way or another, you'll get seen. It's just coming to my mind, and I don't know if anyone's actually going to hear this, but like, I'm very fascinated by the Billy Carson situation right now. I came into it very late. I didn't know what was going on, and I'm very fascinated. So I would love to hear your thoughts on that, to anyone that's hearing this, Aries or Taurus placements. I'd love your thoughts on that, because I'm very intrigued by that. And like, I'd love to start a dialogue about that. Very intrigued. That was a full aside, Aries, pardon me, but Taurus. Ooh. Oh my God. Yeah, that must be so beautifully intense. Oh my God. I love the image that I was just given. It was like, I'm aging myself and I don't care, but it was, I just saw you as like a Power Ranger, and you're living your life as your normal self, and then all of a sudden there's a person that was like trying to deceive you, and you were like, hi, yeah, no, you're not allowed in my energy field, goodbye. And you're just like removed them from your life and removed them from your energy field, and it was just so beautiful. You're like, I don't need you. And it was very, this is rocking you, dude. This is rocking you. This is on your fix. Like, lean on your, oh, that's why. Okay. Because like I'd said in the introductory video, 24 degrees of Scorpio is like the missing key to 24, and then 23 degrees over here. So that square, that T square, where the medicine is over here in your house of relationships. So you've become very protective of your energy and very protective of your family and yourself. This is beautiful, Taurus. I love this. You've had a few really great readings. I love how you're really welcoming Pluto into your 10th house of legacy and recognizing that this is a multidimensional quantum world that we're living in. And there's a little bit of it's like there's a little bit of detachment from, yeah, you're really protecting your heart. Oh my God, I'm having a full chill. You're really protecting your heart, and I'm really proud of you for that. Like, I'm really proud of you right now. And you're protecting the people around you. Like this, I feel like Pisces season, you're really setting a foundation to have a beautiful Pisces season and even a beautiful eclipse season. Like, I feel like from now until your birthday, what you're doing right now, it's like stay the cost type energy. Really stay with the chop wood, carry water, stay with what you're doing, whatever daily practice. Oh my God, I feel like you're looking great as well. I feel like your skin is looking nice. I feel like you're like in a beautiful, you know, in like Rocky montages where all of a sudden they like have an extended view of the Rocky montage where it's not just like you crying into your hands or just like punching the bag and really stinking at it. Like, this is the part where it's like you're on the up and up and you're like you're punching the bag and it's like it's like you got your flow going on right now, Taurus, and I really love that. I feel like there's a huge surge of money that's about to come in. I'd say from now until when Jupiter goes into Cancer energy. Let me get that date for you. Jupiter goes into Cancer on the 9th of June. So you got some time. Jupiter's in your second house. I'd say the last week of February, all systems are go. Like, really watch for the retrogrades and work around the retrogrades. But really, actually, I feel like Venus retrograde for you, because it's in the house of soul purpose, won't really be bad. I would say just be cognizant of the Mercury retrograde that comes up in March. But other than that, you're good. You're in great shape. The new moon in Pisces is in your house of community. This is really you leaning on the people around you and really being so protective of them. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Like, you've had, I'd say, how many weeks? It's been a few weeks. It's been a few readings that things have been and it's because of the inner work that you're doing. I'm really proud of you. You can be, you know, the leader in me is like, you can be helpful for people around you. I kind of want you just to have a really good day, Taurus. Not that like you deserve a win more than anyone else, but everybody deserves a win. And when you're having a good day, I just want you to have a good day. Like, just have a good day. Yeah. Have a good meal, enjoy yourself, enjoy this full moon, and vibe. There's a phrase that at a point in my life, you know, when you're like, you're a people pleaser, and then all of a sudden you're just setting healthy boundaries and you're like, I'm in my villain era. There's that phrase where you know where to find me. People know exactly where to find you. And so I love that you're letting people come to you when they need, instead of, it's really, I don't even want to try to butcher it anymore, Taurus. You're doing great. Awesome. Gemini sun, Gemini moon, Gemini rising. How you doing, girl? How you doing, my guy? What's happening in your world? I don't know why. I just heard you say, like, things are getting weird. Things are getting interesting. What? It's like I'm just hearing some of you are, you'll have a whole video on talking to aliens. And it's, called The Different Aliens. It's, recent in my YouTube. And this is real. It's very galactic. There's a lot of blossoming, whether you're just like, this is happening, this full moon is happening in your house of communication. So this makes sense. Pluto's sitting in my house of communication. Like, big shifts have happened in my house of communication, and it's when I started to talk to aliens. So I love that this is happening here. It's very much, like I was hearing about like running in my mind's eye, and you're like, I can't run. I can't go. There's something going on here. Just looking at the chart, it's like there's a little bit of stuckness. Oh, okay, here we go. There's some stuckness, maybe, like you want to run and jump and skip and play, you want to go, you want to travel, and maybe there's reasons that you can't. Mars retrograde in your house of money is very possible that you just don't have the capacity to do that, or you have work, something's going on. But with that stuckness, you're meditating more, you're grounding more, you're allowing more beauty, more abundance to come in, you're connecting with community members in a way where it's very authentic, it's very real. You're getting to know, like you're doing things around like wherever home is, wherever you feel stuck, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna go here, I'm gonna go, it's winter time where I am, so I'm gonna go ice skating, I'm gonna go, walking in the woods, I'm just gonna be out in the elements. And it's becoming some of the most healing energy that you could ever possibly imagine. It's actually like opening you up and blossoming you in a way that, yeah, it's like get outside, get out into the sun, get out into the whatever season you're in the world, like really swan dive into it. Like if it's summertime, get outside. If it's wintertime, get outside. No matter what, the sun still works. Get that vitamin D, be in that space, and it will help the healing. It's like there's oh my God, it's just, there's like a pocket of family stuff, like South Node, Lilith, full moon over here. There's a pocket of family stuff that it's just, I'm seeing this, like, I'm sorry that this is crass, but it's like you've been constipated and all of a sudden there's this poop that's coming out. It's like, it's a beautiful thing where, we talked about in the North Node and Pisces video, we talked about like this, North Node and Pluto kind of like coming in together. So with that, this is releasing down here. So this is the roots of your tree of your life, cultural family roots. Sometimes your existence is helping. I was having a chat with my sister the other day, and everybody's got family things, and everybody in the, it's not like my family stuff is worse than your family stuff, or my family's more dysfunctional than yours. It's not like that. It's like every family has their problems and every family has their intricacies. But I was chatting with my sister, and I had said, I hope, I see what you're doing, I see what like loads you're carrying, and I really honor you, and I see you in that, and I just hope that I'm doing enough as well. And she's like, Sarah, just by you existing and being there is healing more than you think. She's like, you have no idea. Just by you being there and just by you listening and holding space, like, and it really was a wonderful reminder that I needed where, and I said this in every full moon, I have a channeling and healing video that the link is in the description if you're interested in it. It's my membership group. And I got super triggered because like normally I'm like holding my hands up, or I'm speaking light language, or I'm doing all these things, and the guides were just channeling through me. And so my ego got hit because I'm like talking to the guy as I'm channeling divine light from source and giving it to, human beings across the planet. My brain literally goes, am I doing enough? Am I doing enough? So Gemini, wherever you are, wherever your feet are planted, you're, maybe look into grid worker. Yeah, that could be a really healthy, if you want to put your brain towards something, looking into like, what is a grid worker? Yeah, there's no trophy for that. Y'all just do God's work and help heal the planet. Definitely the dragon oracle reading at the top of the month could really be helpful, working with the dragons as well. There are some people, it's really funny, the energy that just came through, that no one has ever said that to someone across time and space, that you're just like, I just came here for an astrological reading and now all of a sudden I'm checking in on dragons and I'm working with dragons. Yeah, welcome to the cafe. You're working with dragons now. Yeah, definitely. It's the tarot and oracle reading for February, so definitely go check that out. Welcome to the awakening. I love you. And please subscribe to the channel. You'll love it around here. Oh, Cancer. Cancer rising, Cancer sun, Cancer moon. Oof. Oof. Money, 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 money. Money. Okay, I just have to say before I even put anything else down, you have no idea how powerful you are. You have no idea, or maybe you do, but like, you are so needed in this world. Like, you are so special. Like, you are so freaking special. I just have to say that. Like, geez, La Bamba. I haven't said that in a long time. Jeez, La Bamba. You are so freaking cool and special. Like, you got celebrity energy dripping off of you right now. This is the money access over here. Money, values, and access to resources and shared possessions. Definitely go watch the Pluto in Aquarius video and the North Node in Pisces video. Those could be worth your time right now if the intensity of this full moon is, you know, a little a lot. It's a lot right now. There might be a corridor that, okay, this is not for everyone. And I say that at the beginning, but this is not for everyone. If you're thinking about, like, I want to do something that, you know, is more based on my soul purpose. I don't like the 3D job that I'm doing. It's almost, we've been talking about your job for months now, Cancer, where, you know, your 6th house is run by Sag. You need a fun, snappy environment where you're like making jokes and having a good time. And it's almost like work is becoming boring for you. And, you know, when I was in corporate, I knew any job I've ever worked, whenever I show up to work and I'm like, all right, what's next? I'm like, oh boy, there's a slingshot coming. There's a slingshot coming. You won't be working here much longer, because I can't live the same day twice. And for you, you're on a cardinal axis, but this is happening in the fixed signs. Aquarius fixed, Leo fixed, Taurus fixed. And so play over here, like I had said in the introductory video, this 24 degrees of Scorpio is going to be the medicine, I guess. You know, this T square is pretty intense. So like looking to I'd say, you know, and definitely do your own research on all of these things, but getting into water, maybe if you're in the northern hemisphere, some cold plunges, cold showers, and if you're in the southern hemisphere, get in the water, get in the ocean, go for a drive, like go on the boat, go paddleboard and do something fun. This is, you know, what's underneath that, Sarah? How can I do some practical things? It just feels like there is a bridge that you're going over, like the job that you have to the job that you want, or maybe the job that you want is, you know, not even working, or just the freedom to be able to do whatever you want, or you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be an influencer. You're kind of like, I want you to step into that role however you can right now. Definitely doing some shadow work, definitely doing some mirror work could be really helpful. And send me an email, Cancer. We can have a 15-minute free consultation if you'd like, and I can just walk you through. If you don't want to set up a full reading or a full session, we can just walk through what to do, and I can offer you a few tools if you've never done that type of work before. I don't want you to feel like you're going in blind. But that future version of you that has all the things that you want, that has the platform, that has the freedom, that has all of that, that's still you. And we can't idealize that version of ourselves or put them up on a pedestal, just like we can't put our guides up on a pedestal, or, you know, our angels up on a pedestal. That's you. So like that higher self, like it's the future version of you is you. The shadow version of you is you. So it just feels like you have to walk through a corridor of, you know, I make this amount of money and I'm cozy and I'm comfy and I'm wonderful, but I know I kind of want to do something else. It's like you're going to have to walk through that corridor and find a way to do it. So maybe releasing the fear and saying, you know, God wants to bless me. God wants to experience wealth and abundance through me. And so maybe it's like you can get salty with your guides. You be like, I got bills to pay. I got bills to pay. I got things to do. I want to do this. And it's when we have those dreams, Cancer, They're given to us for a reason. It's not random. You're the energetic vibration that can hold it. And God's not checking your bank account. It was a preacher that I really love. I am Michael Todd or something like that. I forget his name. I'm sorry, because I try my best to cite everyone's work, but a really incredible preacher. And when you're given a dream, this is the God language, but you put in universe if you'd like. I'm still talking to Cancer. God's not checking your bank account when he gives you a dream. He's checking the content of your character. So say to God, yes, and maybe release some attachment to lack and release some attachment to, if you're holding on to a reality that doesn't serve you, but it offers you safety, but you have to walk away from it, God will remove any and all components to safety so that you have to walk away. So yeah, work with God instead of having the boot flung at your face. It's kind of like know when to leave the party. Oh my God, I'm having a full body chill, Cancer. I should have just said that at the beginning, but I just got it at the end. But know when to leave the party. Amazing. Amazing. Leo, 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 Leo. How are you, Leo? How are you, Leo? I know it might not feel like it, but this is your time. Like, this is your time. This is a good time to be you. I want you showing up. I want you showing up. I want you dressing the part. I want you looking tight. I want you dolled up. I want people to see who you really are. I want it big. I want it big. When Mars goes direct the end of the month, and I talk about this in the February 2024 video, but Mars goes direct on the 23rd, and then Venus goes retrograde on the 1st of March. In the middle of that, we are going to have a new moon in Pisces in your house of shared possessions, deep transformation. That, like, if you're putting something together, if you are launching something, if you are doing something, I need you to definitely go watch that February video, because you got something big to do. It's like, I'm just seeing you being like, oh, I'm putting something together. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. Like, if you have heavy Sag energy as well in your chart, like, you don't need to do anything. You need to exist. Like, I'm just hearing like influencer over and over and over again, where it's like, you don't have to perform. It's very beautiful. It's just getting paid to show up. It's getting paid to be yourself. And I really, if the people around you don't honor your special, your fame, your knownness, if you have literally not Aries energy, but if you have heavy Sag energy, heavy Sag Leo energy in your chart, or look to Sag, maybe go watch the Sag video as well. It'll be helpful for both of you. Release it. Jupiter in your house of community, friendships, and wishes for the future, the Sun and Mercury and Pluto in your house of relationships. If they don't honor how important and special you are, I just want them out of your life. I literally just want them out of your life. In a way where I want you to, it's when someone just kind of says things like, oh Leo, I wish I could look like that, or just passive aggressive little things. This could be a relationship, this could be someone important, this could be someone close, far away, this could be a job. I'm just seeing you. And please, again, this is a parable. If you don't have the capacity to quit your job, definitely don't quit your job. I'm not recommending you do that. This is a free offering across YouTube. But it's I'm seeing you snap and literally just being like, I'm done, goodbye. Or a relationship that you're the divine feminine and your divine masculine just doesn't do the thing, and you're just I'm done. Your divine masculine and your divine feminine is being mischievous or something, and you're just you know what, we're done here. And it's, you really, I know that normally you're supposed to say you're releasing old versions of yourself. You're just showing people who you really are, Leo. Like it's a very empowered time for you right now. This, you know, for a lot of other signs, this could be very intense energy, but a full moon in your sign, you're like, what of it? What of it? You've been through the ringer. Yeah, 2024 was intense. Was intense. And a lot of you lost things. I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you. I'm proud of the way that you handle things. I'm proud of the way you're conducting yourself. But know that it's okay to walk away. Know that it's okay to say, I'm done. Yeah, maybe go look at the full moon in Cancer that happened a little bit ago. Like that video was called When Is Enough Enough? These could be, you know, times to look back and be like, they said something here. They said something here. They said something here. They've been mean to me this whole time. And once you're out of that friendship, relationship, whatever it may be, you'll have the time to unpack like, oh my God, they've been really like kind of disrespecting me for a little while. And so you're blending your intuition with, you've done enough ego work. It's kind of like you got punched in the, I'm sorry that this is crass, but you kind of got punched in the dick last year. And so in 2024. And so now you're kind of like coming back onto your Bambi feet, and you've like went through PT and you've mended yourself, and you know, went through your Rocky montage, and now you're just like, no, this isn't me. It's not me. I don't need to feel that way. I don't need to receive you telling me over and over and over again that I'm less than. I'm awesome and I have big things to do in this world. So yeah, I'm excited for you. Please send me a message. Let me know how it goes. Virgo, how are you going? How are you going? What's new in your world? The image that I'm getting is really funny for me. It's so I work with the boatman Charon, like I do death work and stuff like that with souls, and it's been for years, but I just saw like an image of you like in the boat going from, not to death in any way, but like going from one reality to a next, where, you know, people kind of make the joke in your awakening that like, I can't go back. I can't go back. And so like you're sitting in this boat and you're like, I'm becoming the best version of myself. I'm doing all these things and I can't go back. And now all of a sudden I'm spiritual and I'm journaling every day and I'm doing all these interesting things. And I just like, I don't know how I got here, but all of a sudden I'm just like this new version of myself, and I can't eat sugar like I used to. I can't, you know, go out drinking in the way that I used to. I can't even have the same relationships that I used to. And so it's just been a lot of change, which for someone that's on a mutable axis, I feel as though because you're mutable earth, it's really special when you shift. It's really special when you change, because it means it's forever. It means that you've done the research. You're run by Mercury. So, and this, the sun and the moon, of the sun and Mercury and Pluto in Aquarius, this is the 6th house of daily life. This is normally the classically run Virgo house. This is the health axis. You're releasing in your house of soul purpose, healing closures, and coming home. It's, you're recognizing that you're hopping paradigms in your sleep. You're doing all these really wonderful things. And it's really, I feel like for a lot of you, you're not fearing the South Node in your sign. You're just letting it happen. You're just saying, oh, I used to really like, you know, broccoli. Now I just don't like broccoli. I used to really love, you know, cool colors, and now I hate cool colors, and I only want to wear black, white, and you know, and like have everything be sepia tone. And I just donated all the clothes that I didn't like, and it was just really great. Like, you're doing it without question, which is beautiful. There's a little bit of like, yeah, anytime there's a full moon, dude, you're allowed to just kind of like pop off in your own way. You're allowed to just enjoy yourself. You're allowed to celebrate. You're allowed to, you know, have a cookie. You're allowed to in, like, literally, that's why when you start to flow with the cycles of the moon, and feminines know this, when you have your cycle and you have 4 different versions of yourself every single cycle, you can have a new moon version of yourself and a full moon version of yourself. Yeah, you get to kind of, like, being awakened is pretty freaking cool. It's pretty freaking cool. There's a lot to unpack, and there's going to be other days and other readings where it's like you got to journal it away or cry it away or do the shadow work and all that stuff. But right now, I just kind of want you to be in what you're in and recognize it's okay to be between 2 worlds. It's okay to be between 2 realities. It's okay to be confused. If you're confused, you're meant to be confused. Yeah, a lot of this we can't always figure out, Virgo. So it's special when it's really special when you're allowed to just be in what you're in. There are times when we have to work hard. There are times that we have to really set our intentions and focus our mindset. But right now, just, get some takeaway and chill out. Enjoy it. Delegate to your higher self. Good stuff. Libra. Libra rising, Libra sun, Libra moon. What's going on? What's going on? I haven't heard this song in a long time, but it's I don't even know if I'm gonna. Hey, soul sister, hey, that Mr. Mister on the radio, stereo, the way you move ain't fair, I don't know why, but maybe that's for someone. But it's funny, a lot of the time music comes out for you, which I love. Oh boy, okay, this is a big axis for you. So sun in your house of play, childlike spirit, creativity, joy, romance. Full moon is happening in your house of community, friendships for the future. The T-square is happening in your house of deep transformation, shared possessions. And then the medicine over here is money. Ooh, girl, if you have any Cancerian placements as well, or watching the Cancer video, that could be really helpful for you. This is very interesting. It's like that you're going from one world to another, or some of you might really hate the job that you're in, and I'm saying that with love. That's not for everybody. Some of you are really sick of the job that you're in. Like, I'm tired of showing up to this job every day. I am so tired of hearing the same thing every day. It's making you. We might have talked about this a while ago. It's making you become a little bit. I feel like I'm having a deja vu. Where, like, you show up to work and, like, you do all of this, like, it's going to be a great day and I'm going to stay bold and safe and protected and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. And then you get to work and they say, like, oh my God, they say, like, the phrase. They say, like, the phrase that it's like, oh my God. In the restaurant industry, it's like, gotta turn those tables. And you're like, if I hear you tell me to turn my tables one more time, I'm going to flip every single plate over on the line. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose it. Like, whatever that phrase is, it could be in, corporate, you have a specific phrase, or some of you are in marketing. So, like, it's just, and I would literally, at the end of my tenure at my restaurant job, I would literally, whenever the hostess came up and they would, like, tell me about the turns and stuff like that, I'd be like, I have heard you say the same thing for many years, and I'm going to do my best, like I tell you every time, but please don't say that to me ever again. Thank you. And you're allowed to be a small business owner, an entrepreneur. Like, you can run your business through your telephone. You can do something. You can be an influencer. Like, literally, you can be anything that you want to be. You just have to be willing to do it. So there's something, if you have any Leo placements as well, honestly, it's like, I would love for you just to watch the whole thing like a movie, this whole reading like a movie, just to kind of know that you're not alone in what you're in, and other signs are experiencing things in a way where it's like, I don't want you to feel like left out, but yeah, when is enough? The Cancer full moon video, like, when is enough? It's just funny. And I feel like you're like something's snapping in your brain where like, I don't want to sit in this board meeting again. Like, oh my God, it's like the Friends. I couldn't in any way tell you to watch that show in this time period, but it's like I could probably recite every single episode for all 10 seasons of that show. It's just burned somewhere into my brain where it's like, where I'm up worrying about the weenus, the Wheatley estimated net usage statistics, and then it's like you just don't want to live that life anymore, and you just want to like play outside and do fun things, Libra. I want that for you. I love that you're feeling jovial in it. You know, the North Node literally just went into your house of daily life and health, or practical service and health. So it's okay that you're feeling that sense of urgency. It hasn't even been a month, so be kind to yourself and just set the intention to release right now. And then for the new moon at the end of the month, at the end of February, set some big goals. Set some really big goals. Laugh through it and let it finally snap. Scorpio. Scorpio, what's good? What's happening? Hot stuff? What's going on? Are you okay? It happens sometimes. You completely, oh, Baba, I love you. And so this will not be for everyone. But there's a soft spot that's been poked at, and I'm here for you. I'm seeing it. This is, the full moon introduction is hitting the soft spot. And so the sun is in your house of home, and the full moon is in your house of legacy, public life. So there's some wounding going on. Oh my God, I just want to hug you. I'm not going to give you much like working energy for this. This might be really raw. You might be feeling really raw right now. And I kind of just want you laying in bed, getting takeaway. I don't even want you worried about cooking the meal. Like really the energy that I'm going to be gentle. You just can sit and listen and receive the vibrations through my vocal cords. And you just, if you want to cry through it, there's an intensity happening right here. The T square is with, relationships, home, legacy. And so the medicine is you. You're the one that, like this, wherever 24 degrees of Scorpio falls, if it's, first, second, depending on what chart you use. If you use whole sign, then it's going to be in your house of self, the storefront view of my life. There's a component, I'm trying to say this the right way. There's some father stuff coming up where you're recognizing that maybe you're judging yourself through the lens of the way that there's some, this is the house of mother and this is the house of father. So it's father, capital F, where you're releasing the old, it's like the cape got ripped off. I have a video, oh my God, I have a whole video called When the Cape Gets Ripped Off. That was years ago. I'm going to see if I can find it and put it below, where it's like someone you idealized. I'm holding it like Voldemort. Oh my God, I love it. Someone you idealized, or maybe, and there's just some structures, and oh my God, I'm having a full body chill. You're stepping into a wealth and an abundance and something that's so beautiful, but you have to leave like family behind. You have to leave help. Like you're just your own superhero right now. And it might feel lonely. You might just feel like there's no one here to help me. I'm doing this on my own. Maybe, you don't yet have the soul match that you desire. And you're like, well, Sarah, you've been talking about, Lilith in my 12th house, and I'm supposed to have, sensual, sexual healing with that. And I don't have that yet. And I'm, waiting for the person to, like, there's just a level of loneliness right now. And there's also, yeah, if you're in a partnership that's not really slapping, you can tell them that. You can tell them that, or be honest with yourself and look in the mirror and be like, this is where I am. Yeah, really declaring it and saying, wow, this is where I am. This is where I am. I'm here and I want to be somewhere else, but this is where I am. And I know in the future I'm in a better place than I'm in now, but this is where I am. Yeah. Takeaway. I don't want you cooking. I don't want you worried about anything. I want you finding a show to binge watch. I want you knowing that only your VIPs need to see you. You don't owe anybody anything. I wanted to swear there. I will for you. You don't owe anybody shit. You don't owe shit to anybody. You don't owe anything to anybody. You're allowed to take a few days off and just fucking be. Pardon me. Oh my God. I can't believe. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did not. And I apologize that is so crass. So thank you for receiving me. But I think the intensity of it needed to come through. But Scorpio, you're so loved. You're so loved. And so needed. And at the same time, you're needed as the whole version of yourself, not a broken version of yourself. So if there's a component to your body, your soul, your spirit that doesn't feel good right now, you go spend as much time as you need filling up that cup. Ask for what you need. Love you. Sagittarius. Sun, Sagittarius, moon, Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius. Whoa, I just smelled like a cleaner, like a Windex cleaner, or like a very, very, very intense, astringent cleaning product. Some of y'all need to clean house. Some of y'all need to clean house. Some of y'all need to clean house. Yeah, I want you rage cleaning. What is that, Sarah? Sometimes if I'm having a panic attack or I'm experiencing human anxiety, or if I can't figure out what it is I'm supposed to do, I will literally deep clean the house, go for a walk in the woods, and then come back. I'm like, oh my God, whose house is this? This is clean. This is nice. This is nice. This is you. This is where you live. Yeah, because you can't run from where you are. There is so much. Oh my God, I just want to tap into this. There's a bit of overwhelm that's going on right now. Maybe you're planning something. Maybe you are in the midst of something. You're caught up in something. It's like what you're in is such a long game right now. I want you to just go back to okay, where am I? Am I where my hands are? Am I where my feet are? What do I have to do today? There's just a lot of bigger. This full moon is in the 9th house, which is normally a Sagittarian run house. For you, it's run by Leo. So instead of mutable fire, it's fixed fire. So this is the fixed axis, and the medicine over here is soul purpose. I'm listening to the guides. There's just keep saying cleaning, but cleaning your image, cleaning what's dirty, cleaning your face, new skincare, moisturize your whole body, drinking clean water, cleaning inside, outside, all around. They're just taking me on a journey, Sag, and I want to go with it. They're bringing me back to the image that my brain is getting is the early 90s, but it really just depends on your generation. This could be the 50s, this could be the 40s, this could be the 90s, this could be the 2000s, but this is teenage you. Oh, this is wild. I've never really had this type of channel come through, so I'm just going to go with it. So I'm seeing you as a kiddo sitting at a table in the kitchen, and you're like swinging your feet, and you're welcoming me into the room. It's very much now like kind of like the vibe of when Neo goes to see the Oracle. And you're telling me, this is like your inner child speaking to me. This is not for everyone, so please use your discernment. Please use your discernment. And you're saying, I knew when I came into this life that this was going to happen. I took on this soul contract. I knew that this was going to happen, and I knew the role that I had to play. And I'm being brave, and I'm being courageous. It's really fascinating. If keys represent something to you, Sag, like you're handing me a key, and it's just so, like you're just handing me a key. You're saying, just keep the key in your pocket. You can leave. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Now this is like the mental, okay, this is incredible. Now they're showing me you feeling like you're in a cage. And whether it's a cage inside yourself when it comes to mental health, where it comes to anxiety, depression, frustration, or whatever situation you're in. And I'm seeing you in this cage, and you're like shaking the cage and shaking the cage, and your inner child just gave the key, and now you're like, oh, the key's in my pocket. I can leave. Like you had the power all along, Dotha. You just had to find it in yourself. That's not going to be for everyone, but whomever that was for, that was a really powerful journey that we just went on. So please be kind to yourself, Sag. I don't think that I have ever, nothing like that, I don't think ever come through in that specificity for a reading across time and space. Whew, I felt that. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Yeah, you've got the key in your pocket. Maybe go find some like play keys or some keys and, you know, look into that. Like, yeah. So there's an Ancient Aliens about, I think they did a whole episode about keys. But yeah, definitely look into the you know, symbolism, and that just could be a really fun way to get to know yourself, Sag. But keys. Ba-da-boom. I'm gonna drink some water. Amazing. Capricorn. Capricorn rising, Capricorn sun, Capricorn moon. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're doing great. Oh my gosh. 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 This is your time. This is your time. Yeah, it's like your soul has been waiting your whole life for this type of energy. So just trust where you're at, trust in what you're in. Oh my gosh, it's like there's a squeeze on money right now. It might feel like there's a hold on your money. That's okay. That's okay. Just it just might feel that there's a squeeze on it right now. This is the money axis. So you're setting longer range goals right now. And we've been talking about that for a bit. Like it's really beautiful energy, but just be okay with, I want to say, like literally my mouth wants to say with where you are, but what the guides want to say is be okay with what you have. And it's okay to make more space. Maybe throw some things away. It's like, and this isn't for everyone, so please, it's just the image that I'm getting is, you know, you keep the pants that don't fit because you're like, one day I'll fit into them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Literally donate them, because when you're at the season of life that maybe they fit, you're not going to want to wear them, because there's so much negative energy that's been put into them. There's so much shame. There's so much resentment. Like, why would you keep something that says I'm not worthy of? Oof. Full body reaction. Yeah, anything in your life that you can't utilize, get rid of it. Donate it. Give it away. Make space. Make space. Yeah. This could feel really good. If you have heavy Sag placements as well, that was a wallop of a channeling that I just did for Sag. So really only if your sun, moon, and rising is in Sag, but the beginning of it was just about like cleaning house. But yeah. Actually, no, you can watch the Sag video. It's a very powerful channeling. I've never had anything like that come through before as powerfully. This here, money, values, access to resources, shared possessions. I really hope that you have team, that you've hired team, that you're working with someone, a collaborator maybe, or you need to remove a collaborator. You need to say no to a collaborator. Yeah, some of you, if your intuition has gone off and you're like, nope, immediately no. I don't care how many subscribers they have. I don't care what you've been offered. If you don't like the person that's trying to, oh my God, what is it? Like if someone's trying to sponsor you and you don't like what they stand for, you best say no. You best say no. You don't attach your name to that. But yeah, I just need you to really, and do whatever you want. Like, I don't mean need, but what I'm hearing is really pretend that you're at the 5-star restaurant with where you are right now, and maybe you are having, the rotisserie chicken at home again, or maybe you're, being on the frugaler side where you're like, I know that I'm meant for the greatness and stuff like that. Then continuously trust the universe to bless you in perfect time, because you knowing that that's shooting towards you and you floundering because it's not here yet are two wildly different things. Two wildly different things, Capricorn. So I would really recommend that you take some time to, regardless of the stage that you're at, So I'll give a personal example. So in the perfect world, on my, Valentine's Day with myself, I would take myself out to a really nice fancy steak dinner, and then I would go see the new Captain America movie, and I would sit and put my feet up and really enjoy it. I would have the dinner and a movie. But that's not my full priority right now, Capricorn. So I'm going to, have my snacks in my bag and go see the movie. The dinner will come and it'll be beautiful. I look over the menus. I know exactly what I would get, and I'd sit there and I'd visualize it, and I know what I would wear and all this stuff. And then I have this blanket that I can double as a scarf. So I'm going to have like my blanket with me in the theater. So I've visualized the perfect, like 10 out of 10. But I'm going to be in that vibration regardless of the fact that I didn't go to the restaurant. So visualize it, be in the energy of it, and do what you can with what you have now. But anything that doesn't serve that future timeline, get rid of it. Get rid of it. That could be a really great way. If you're like, I don't know what to do. Clean your closet. Clean your house. Get rid of it. Make an altar. I love you. I love you. Aquarius. Sun, moon, and rising. How are you feeling? In my brain, it just goes, this doesn't look right. Something doesn't look right. Life doesn't look right. Something feels weird. I feel weird. Yeah, this. Some of you are very new to astrology. Some of you are very new to tracking your planets, and you're just getting into this world. And it's very, like, your body has been telling you that something's up. Maybe you've heard just too many things about Pluto and Aquarius, just too many things, and you're just like, I just have to start looking at it. Some of you, this might be your first time here at my cafe. definitely listen to the disclaimer or read the disclaimer below, because a lot of you are, I'll just say it, like, you're looking for a quick answer to what the F is going on, and it doesn't have a quick answer. It just doesn't. Okay, I'll try my best. We're in the middle of the prophecy for the human experience right now, where as human beings, we are a blend of God consciousness mixed into the body of the physical, like lowest density animals, basically. And so the prophecy is that we all kind of have to learn how to get along. And we're ascending to the fifth dimension, unity consciousness, and we're upgrading in physical form, which has never happened in the entirety of the universe. Normally, when you upgrade, your consciousness has to leave the body, aka die, and then you go into a higher density or a higher dimensional body. Like when a human being dies, their soul becomes an angel, or they go to a different dimension, whatever that may be. Because whether it's from the light the photon belt that we're going through, I'll highlight the work of Pam Gregory. She speaks a lot more in depth about a lot of these things. You can look into the Schumann resonance. Whatever it may be, we're receiving more light, more solar flares, and our human bodies are upgrading, which has never happened before. So if you're experiencing that, what the F is going on internally, as above, so below, as within, so without. So you're seeing in the outer world a lot of destruction, a lot of breakdown, a lot of division, a lot of issues with community, a lot of polarization, self-relationships. So we're going through this, and that energy, since everything is quantum, when we, fulfill the prophecy, the energy of unity consciousness will then be available to every being across the entirety of the universe. So it's a big deal. There's also a lot of beings on this planet that prefer to keep human beings subservient and not understanding how powerful they are as consciousness is, because a subservient group of individuals, power is a delicious toxin that a lot of people think are theirs. You can go into the alien side of things where, at the end of the day, the reptilians were right. This was their planet before any of this happened. So their foundation for being kind of like a little bit like, this is mine. I get it. I respect that. But enough is enough. Enough is enough. And as human beings, recognizing that we've been, kind of manipulated by an off-planet race is a lot to unpack. It's a lot to unpack. So I'm going to leave you with that, Aquarius. And, hopefully that can be a place of you doing your own research. None of what I say is doctrine. That's in my disclaimer. And so know that there's no real way to have a quick fix on any of this, but really what I love about astrology, and I have a whole video called why astrology is such a helpful tool. It's in the toolbox. Is because it can be overwhelming when you first wake up, where you say, I have to learn about what all this is, and I have to learn how to do all these things, and I have to, unpack every single area of my life and every single area of my chart. No, the astrology just says you can focus on the full moon being in your house of relationships. So you can release relationships that don't serve you. You can learn how to set new healthy boundaries with people in your life. Maybe you were a people pleaser for a long time. Maybe you really, just kind of didn't speak up. And now you are. And now you're questioning, and you're recognizing that there's a lot of fear around. There's a lot of anger around. Maybe, you wanted to be super duper independent. Now you want to be in a relationship. Maybe you thought you weren't going to have kids, and now you want to have kids. Maybe all of these different things. This is not for everybody, but I have an entire video, Waking Up Post-Woke, the whole series, which is my human story. So I'm just going to say this to if someone out there, because I've been there, you used to be queer and now you're not. I used to be queer and now I'm not. So it's okay to have experiences and to say, oh, I'm so glad that I had that. I'm so glad that I had those experiences and those relationships, but moving forward, that's not who I am. So that's not in any way for everybody, but just I'm offering some people, somebody out there might benefit from that. And it's okay. It's really okay. I really respect you. And again, if this is your first time here, we speak from I statements around here. So I can only speak to my own story. That's not for everybody, but that's just what happened to me. So if that can be helpful for you, it was scary, really scary at the beginning to share that story because that really triggers a lot of people. But just know that that happened to me. So if that's something that could help you, I love you. Pisces. Pisces sun. Pisces moon. Pisces rising. Things are not ever going to slow down. This is the way of the world. So you got to learn how to flow with the cycles in a way that feels good. This is daily life, health, practical service. If you have any Libra placements, definitely watch the Libra video. But it's just... there's a little bit of lethargy. I mean, when the sun, Pisces rising, when the sun transits your 12th house, you can just, we all feel a little bit like tired and just like whatever. There's a lot of exhaustion in this chart. There's a lot of just like, whatever. I don't have the energy for this. Whatever. Just do whatever you want. I'm listening to the guides and I'm listening to your energy right now. Don't give up. Don't give up. Be in what you're in. You are so strong. And if you're exhausted, it's okay to put your shield down and put your armor down and just say, I'm really tired. And I'm really, like, whether you're a caregiver, whether you're in a relationship and I'm just seeing you in a situation that, this could be a boss that always yells at you or takes things out on you. This could be, you're a teacher or a nurse, and a lot of the, students or patients that come in have just been like really, really intense as of late. And you're just like, I just need to lay down. I just want you to have a happy space, a happy room where you can just lay down with pillows. Yeah, you and Scorpio is having a similar type of an experience right now. So it's okay. It's okay to have, a time where you eat the pizza or you have the ice cream or you eat the cookie and you just watch a movie. Like you're just watching The Wizard of Oz or you're binge watching a show. Like it's okay. Full moons are intense. Yeah, full moons are intense. And the 12th house is a Piscean run house. So this is, naturally your house. So this is a lot of intensity for you, especially Pisces rising. This is a lot happening. Yeah, I don't want to give any money, this, and everything's good. Like right now, be in what you're in. And just know that it's okay to, I've done that numerous times. I've just said, higher self, take the wheel. God, take the wheel. I'm tapping out. My, thoughts are all over the place. I can't really focus on doing anything right now. I'm going to be human right now. And I'm just going to feel it. That's okay. That's okay. Consider, if you don't have someone to talk to professionally, consider hiring someone to talk to. And a really great way to know, this doesn't have to be consistent, but, I check in with myself when I'm brushing my teeth and I look in the mirror and I say, okay, what percent Sarah do you feel? Do you feel 100% Sarah? Do you feel 80% Sarah? Do you feel 50% Sarah? And sometimes I'm like, I'm 50%. And if I'm 50% or less, too many days in a row, I book a session with my shaman. Dude, I'm seeing my shaman the day before this full moon. I'm taking time off. So know that you're not alone in what you're experiencing. I'm not pointing my fingers at you being like, you're a mess. be in it and feel it. This is a very intense time period for you Pisces. So just by these planets alone, like, just be kind to yourself. Treat yourself, like, treat yourself like your own best friend. And just be, wow, you got a lot on your plate right now. I'm just kind of going to be with that. I'm just going to, like, tend to what's on my plate and not try to figure this out right now. Just be in it. Be in it. And know that you're loved. I love you.